myself Dr. Mrs. Kirti Adoni, working as assistant professor in PS Modern College of Engineering. Today we are going to discuss the Unit 5 transport layer, in which three protocols are used. We are going to discuss under computer networks course. The reflection spots are there on the slide number 3, 4 and 9. First protocol, which is the user datagram protocol. As we have studied, in data link layer we are playing with the frames. In the network layer we are playing with the packets, whereas here in this transport layer we are working on the port addresses. So user datagram protocol, it is the message oriented protocol, and in this transport layer we are communicating between the process to process. So process delivers the message in which user datagram is there and it is sent over the network. UDP conserves the message boundaries, so each message is independent of any other message. This is desirable when we are working on or when we are transmitting real-time data. UDP is unreliable, as I said, that the sender is not aware what is the destiny of the message. Message can be lost, it can be duplicated or received or out of order. So UDP is having some lacuna, which is in terms of congestion control and the flow control. So some limitations are there in the UDP. So we are moving for the transmission control protocol. TCP is a byte oriented protocol. So it receives the message or messages from a process and stores them as a stream of bytes. And it is sent in terms of segments. TCP is a reliable protocol because suppose some message is not received by the receiver or it is out of order or some problem is there, the duplicate segments are detected and it is again resent. So bytes, all the bytes or all the data, it will be delivered to the receiver. TCP is taken into consideration the congestion control and the flow control mechanism. So TCP, again I will repeat, TCP is a byte oriented protocol and it is a reliable protocol because it is assuring the acknowledgement of all the segments at the receiver side. So just think about the pros and cons of, advantages and disadvantages of UDP and the TCP protocol. So the third protocol, which is the stream control transmission protocol, it combines the best features of UDP and TCP. So best feature of TCP is what? It is a reliable and it is a acknowledgement is received. So SCTP is a reliable message oriented protocol. It preserves the message boundaries, which was not there in case of the UDP. Here it is preserving the message boundaries, and at the same time it detects lost data, duplicate data and out of order data. It is also taken into consideration the congestion control and the flow control mechanism. So SCTP, what SCTP is doing, it is taking the best features of both the protocol UDP and the TCP protocol. Now what are the services offered by the SCTP? SCTP services, it is process to process communication, as it is used for the transport layer protocol. We are communicating between the process to process, and in this we are using the port addresses. So in this table some port numbers are given for the various protocol and the description of the same. Like for SIP protocol 5060 port number is used, which is used for the IP telephony. Now in case of SCTP, it is having the facility of multiple streams. TCP is a stream oriented protocol. Each connection between a TCP client and a TCP server, it involves one single stream. Now what what happens, suppose some problem is there, suppose some data is lost, or suppose delivery of the data is not happening, it has blocked. In that case, the transmission is stopped, suppose it is a TCP protocol. So in case of SCTP, it is allowing multi-stream service in each connection, which is called association in SCTP terminology. If one of the streams is blocked, the other streams can deliver their data. So continuous transmission of data will take place even if suppose one connection is lost. Or another service, which is the multi-homing. As I said, TCP involves one source and one destination IP address. An SCTP association supports multi-homing service. The sending and the receiving host can define multiple addresses in each end for an association. So SCTP gives the fault-tolerant approach. When one path fails, another interface can be used for data delivery without the interruption. SCTP, it is working on the full duplex communication. It offers full duplex service in which data can flow in both directions at the same time. So SCTP has a sending and receiving buffer, and packets are sent both directions. Connection-oriented service is the next service offered by the SCTP. It is the connection-oriented protocol, and the connection in SCTP, it is called an association. When a process at site A wants to send and receive data from another process at site B, then three steps or three phases in which the communication can be. The two SCTPs first establish an association between each other. Then data are exchanged in both directions, and once the data transfer is over, then association is terminated. So SCTP, like TCP, it is a reliable transport protocol. It uses an acknowledgement mechanism to check the safe and sound arrival of data. Now we are discuss about the SCTP services. Now what are the features are for the SCTP protocol? So SCTP is having transmission sequence number, TSN. The unit of data in TCP is a byte. Data transfer in TCP, it is controlled by numbering that bytes using a sequence number. The unit of data in SCTP is a data chunk which may or may not have one-to-one relationship with the message coming from the process because of fragmentation. So data transfer in SCTP, it is controlled by numbering the data chunks, and SCTP uses for that transmission sequence number, TSN, to number that particular data chunks. The TSN in SCTP plays the analogous role whatever it is there in the sequence number. In SCTP it is a TSN, whereas in TCP it is the sequence number. These TSNs are 32 bits long. It is randomly can be initialized between the 0 to 2 raised to 32 minus 1. Each data chunk must carry the corresponding TSN in its header. Next feature is the stream identifier. In TCP there is only one stream in each connection, but in SCTP, as we have discussed, that multi-streaming is there, multi-homing is there. So in SCTP several streams are there in each association. So in the stream of the SCTP, it is identified by stream identifier, SI. Each data chunk carry the SI in its header so that when it arrives at the destination, it can be properly placed in the particular stream. To distinguish between different streams, SCTP uses an SI, stream identifier. When a data chunk arrives at the destination SCTP, it is delivered to the appropriate stream and in the proper order. In addition to stream identifier, SCTP defines each data chunk in each stream with a stream sequence number SSN. To distinguish between different data chunks belonging to the same stream, SCTP uses stream sequence number. Thank you. This is for related to the three protocols: user datagram protocol, transmission control protocol, and SCTP. SCTP is a combination of that it has adapted best feature of TCP and the UDP.